Howdy and welcome. Hey, this is OC Soul with the Soul Patrol Band, Atlanta's show band, and we're here for another Southern Soul show. This thing is expanding, it's growing, and we're just happy and we're excited about it. And also, we have our very, very special co-host of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and give it up for a brother that really don't need a lot of introduction. He's an integral part of what we do in this and everything else, even when we're on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Boogaloo Jones, y'all.
What's up, Mr. Soul? I appreciate that, y'all. If it ain't Bugaloo, it ain't Jones. What's up, Soul? Looking classy over there, I see you.
Oh man, hey, having a great day, great time, and I mean the weather is improving and getting warm, and you know what that means, right, Boogaloo?
What that mean?
You don't know what that means?
That means sounds out, buns out.
Hey, that mean we need to dress however we feel it, But it also means that all the lovely ladies are going to be putting on the sundresses and all the other stuff that they wear, bringing this summer in here, and I'm just totally excited about it because we do have some new things coming up. Mr. Bugaloo, though, let's go ahead and share some of your thoughts with us, and then I have a couple of questions for you.
My thoughts about what exactly?
Well, the Southern Soul thing, what's happening, or maybe just some things that's happening with you. How about a little bit of your bio?
Well, see, you asking a lot of questions when you know I've been on house arrest for a while, so people don't need to know all my bio. Because some of my bio got me in trouble. Y'all can always find me. You can find me out and about. I'm running the stages. I'm on the screens. You catch me a lot of time out with the Soul Patrol. That's my family. You see the Soul Patrol, you're gonna see Boogaloo Jones. Now let me tell you, the Soul Patrol, very classy people, very professional people. They keep it in between the lines. I'm your host MC now. I'm the opposite of what they is, but I'm still part of the family. So I'm your what you want to say, what you be thinking about saying, but you don't say it. I'm that part of it. I'm gonna say what I gotta say when it gotta be said, and we all blend in together.
I know that's right, and really, what you do can't be experienced without coming to the show.
You gotta
see exactly what you do. Yeah, Got to be in person, to get a real good feel of what you do and how you do it, and how you interact with the crowd and stuff. But let me ask you this now, as far as your bio and talking about that, some of the things that you've done off stage, professionally. You're not your private stuff, but
drinking and driving. Oh, not that one.
not that.
I hit a couple of stages out there, a couple of comedy clubs. Even throwing my own little comedy special called Jokes and Jukin'. Matter of fact, so happy to be a part of that. That adventure. Been on camera a couple of different places. A couple of little Netflix shows here and there. You see me outside. You just gotta come. I'm a little bit of everywhere. I'm a little bit everywhere. I'm doing things on stage, off the stage. Appearing. And you'll catch me appearing in different movies here and there. You catch me different stages. Uptown Comedy Club. I gotta come out of Mississippi because we don't have many comedy stages. So I had to come visit Atlanta where my family at OC Soul is at. That's why I got to come party at.
Yeah. And we really do not do a show without Mr. Boogaloo Jones, because he just brings the icing and everything else that we need. And also, Mr. Boogaloo Jones, he hasn't mentioned it, and he seldom does for some reason. He's actually an artist himself. He sings. When you come to the show, you will hear him singing. He's a writer. He's a producer. He does all of those things that all of you are doing, and probably some. So, hey, I'm so proud and honored to have you on here today. It's the Southern Soul Showcase, the Southern Soul Show with myself, OC Soul, and Mr. Boogaloo Jones. And in terms of Southern Soul, we like to talk about where Southern Soul is going and kind of what Southern Soul is. We know that some folks are still asking that question. What is Southern Soul? And what are some of the things that you hear, Mr. Bugaloo?
Yeah, Southern Soul is a movement. And that's what it is, a movement. And a lot of people have heard Southern Soul before, but they still got it confused. Some people still consider it just blues or just R&B, or they got a name confused. They're not really. It don't have a title. It don't have a face on it. They just think some of the songs they hear is, oh, that was a blues song. That was an R&B. Oh, that's an old school song. Oh, this is Southern Soul. And Southern Soul is a movement, and it's spreading. I got a couple of partners that's from the north. They're from New York. Never heard Southern Soul before they came down. Got the experience of some of the music at the barbecue. Now they back home playing Southern Soul. I call them, they playing it on the radio. I ain't heard it before. Now it's a movement.
That's right. That's right. And the radio that you should be tuned into and locked into is Southern Soul ATLFM.com. Southern Soul ATLFM.com. You can pick us up across the nation and around the world 24/7, 365 days of the year. You can get your best Southern Soul music right on the station, Southern Soul ATLFM.com. And also you can download what, Bugaloo?
You can download the app for it. You download the app, same thing, Southern Soul ATL.com. You don't have to chase no playlist. You don't have to look for it. We're going to give you all the Southern Soul you want. And if it's songs you like, hey, give it a thumbs up. Add it to your favorites. You don't have to chase them. We give you all the songs on there. So that way you don't have to chase Southern Soul. You just become Southern Soul.
That's right. And you can download Alexa. You can listen on Alexa. And hey, you never miss a beat. And also every Monday, I'm doing the Southern Soul House Party. That's the Southern Soul House Party with my co-sponsor and sponsors of the show itself, the founders, operations manager, Mr. Earl Z. Pearl and Shell of Magic 108 FM. Every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we have different guests on, Southern Soul artists. And I know some of you who have really been digging Southern Soul for a long time. If some of you who are just getting onto Southern Soul, you want to hear what these artists have to say. They will definitely educate you, edify you, and let you know how they got where they are and what they're doing and the things that's happening on their side of town and where you can go and you can see them in terms of what they're doing. There's one thing, Mr. Bugaloo, I wanted to talk about, and was talking to Mr. Earl Z. Pearl about, is the station keep continuing to bring value, besides the listening value of the great music and the Southern Soul House Party. Now it's bringing additional value, which will help the artists in terms of their legalities, in terms of paperwork, in terms of documents and these sorts of things. They'll be able to come to Southern Soul, ATLFM.com, the extension EZP, and get all of that information. And that announcement is forthcoming. And for that reason, hey, I even want to shout a little bit. But also, too, Mr. Bugaloo, you and I have a date in the studio, don't we?
Yeah, we got a date coming up in the studio. We'll put a little something down on what they call wax back in the day.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna do it real. We're gonna make it authentic. We're gonna do a reel to reel so y'all can get the real sound. That's like we're gonna do it real to real.
Do a real to real. Well, I mean, that sounds good, but how would our listeners get that?
I'll tell you how we're gonna do it now. Hey, I guess we gotta transfer it to get it to y'all on this app that we've been telling y'all about, because ain't nobody got no real to real no more.
Yeah, that'll be a little bit creative. That's for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Well, and talking about some of you folks who really don't know anything about Southern Soul, or you're just finding out about it, give it a listen. And when you do, and in lots of instances, you're going to hear something that sounds real familiar, something that you feel like you may have grown up with, but it has its own little spices on top, own little twists, own little differences. And I like to kind of look at Southern Soul as having subcategories, because we have some of everybody coming over to Southern Soul. Like, what are some of the people that you know of, Bugaloo, who are coming over to Southern Soul? Or who have come over?
Oh, the artists is just big.
Yeah.
I mean, see, when it comes to these names, I be knowing these faces. It be these names. There's a lot of them that be coming over. But I will
Yeah.
say this about Southern Soul. The one thing I like about Southern Soul, you hear it called Southern Soul, you hear it called Soul Blues, you hear it called so many different things. Sometimes people get confused. But the biggest thing for me, Southern Soul seems to be that one industry that you can be you. You can be yourself, authentically yourself, whoever you are. Come in Southern Soul, and you are that person in Southern Soul. Like you don't have to put on a costume, put on a facade, or become all commercialed up to become like Southern Soul is just what it is. It's from the South. They give you that. That's how we come from the South.
It's
All
how we come from the top. That's for sure. And also too, as far as Southern Soul and where Southern Soul is going, there was a time that wasn't too far in the past where they say, well, you might need to call it soul blues. They're not going to play it anywhere north of the Mason-Dixon line and all of these other things. Hey, we've seen all the records being broken, and that's why you're seeing us here today doing the Southern Soul Show, because we want to bring you thoughts and give you some information about what's going on in Southern Soul and help to point you in the right direction. And that is to Southern Soul ATLFM.com. That's Southern Soul ATLFM.com. We look forward to have you listening 24/7, 365 days of the year. And the Southern Soul House Party every Monday, 7 p.m. Yours truly, OC Soul, Earl Z Pearl, and Shell of Magic 108 FM. Mr. Bugaloo, what have you got in closing that you can drop on some of our viewers?
Well, this is what I do want to say to you. You guys definitely want to follow this man. He has the beat and the pulse of what's going on in Southern Soul. Him, Earl, Shell, like they have their post. They know what's going on. You want to listen. If you want to follow, get interested, dig more, and just see the individuals. And the house party is good because it lets you get to meet the individuals. Besides hearing their songs, you get to kind of meet them get a little personal aspect. On the other thing is too, download the app because hey, some of our songs on there, you get to hear Mr. Soul, get to hear Boogaloo Jones. Not hear us talking, now you get to really hear and see what really goes on out there.
All right, absolutely. And you can actually go to my website, ocsoulband.com, and right there you can even catch some of the videos, clips of shows that we've done. You can also link into Facebook, YouTube, and all of that to get additional information. And when you do, please subscribe. We will and like. That is what makes us so happy.
Y'all can even go. You can even go to my website at the same time. So, what's your website again?
ocsoulband.com.
Yeah, that's my website. Y'all go there. Go there.
Yeah, go right there. You'll find Mr. Bugaloo there, and all the links to the social media and everything is there as well. Again, this has been another edition of the Southern Soul Show featuring. I'm OC Soul, and I'm here to let you know that whatever you're doing, if it takes all night, you're just not doing it right.
Featuring who?
Mr. Boogaloo Jones.
And who else?
And OC Soul and the Soul Patrol.
Soul Patrol, baby.
Atlanta Show Band.
Atlanta Show Band.